Hello and welcome to my Anthony's Brick Builds, and today we're going over LEGO set 7720, the Freight Train. This set came out in 1982, retailed for $70 US. Imagine you get a train for $70 today. And it contains 406 interlocking pieces or bricks for use with LEGO train system. Have a lot of really cool stuff on the side, and on the box you have, of course, the main event of the freight train, as well as different ways you can build the engine of the locomotive. Looking really cool. So let's open it up and see what the minifigs look like. So here are the three minifigures included in the set. We have a conductor on the left, and in the middle we have like a train engineer, and then on the right we kind of have a worker that works on the dock as well as in the excavator included in the set. We'll take a look at that in just a minute, but they look really nice. No printed legs on any of these, but they do have the really fun blank stared smiley face, and I really do like how they have the super conductor, and then these two minifigures as the engineer and dock worker. They both have the same kind of like printed on the buttons. Looks pretty good. No printing on the back of these, but all in all, some pretty simple minifigures, but pretty good for the 1980s. All right, so here is the engine right here. It has a really cool DB surrounded by like an oval. Then on the set number at 7720 on the door, it is repeated on the other side. And going over the red locomotive looks pretty cool with some cool stickers of some hazard signs and some red lights as well as some yellow. Then you have the front bumpers up here. Then this is a cool design right here. You have the engine of the train in the front locomotive, while this back car is the battery box. So you flip this switch right here and it could go forward or backwards. We'll see that when we test it out, when we have it going around on the tracks included in this set. All in all, it does look pretty cool. You can open, it takes a little bit to open the door, but there is a couple studs where you could put a minifig down, and that's where we'll be putting one in for when we test the locomotive. So all in all, some really cool details on this pretty cool train set. And then for the final two cars in this build, we have the flatbed cart that has a small little excavator on it. Looks really cool. I really actually do like the design. Definitely it looks pretty good. And then you could, it's a little stiff, but you can lift it and lower the hopper area. Pretty cool about that. Then you kind of have like this flatbed area where you could put a lot of like spare bricks. Looks pretty good. And you do have these kind of doors that open up on the side so you can access the stuff and contents within. Then you do have like this kind of like back area of the train, kind of almost like a caboose. And on this side, does have 7720. It kind of looks like the kind of train logo that we have today, just a small bit different. And then you can open it up, and then you can have a minifig standing on the inside. So all in all, these two cars look pretty good. Now let's set up the track and put in all of the builds. All right, so here is the train up here. It does come with a small little platform, a pretty cool looking crossing sign, as well as a crossing right here that has two crossings right here as the train goes past. It does sometimes stop, and you do have to kind of like fiddle with this red lever back here, like putting it upwards, putting it back, and then it does move. A little finicky, but it does look really cool. Of course, the crossings can go up and down. This one is a little cracked. This one is newer, and it does look pretty good. The tracks are cool. Wait for the train to pass so we get a closer look at them. We do have a longer piece of track right here for the outside loop as a shorter piece of track on the inside. And then there is supposed to be another tie right here, but I did run out of ties, so I do have enough to go over everything. And that is pretty much it. Does look pretty cool going around. Now let's see if it can go on newer LEGO track. All right, so it actually does work on the new LEGO track. It does spin a little bit because those tracks are smooth. Doesn't have those kind of like grooves in it like the new or older track does. The new track is pretty smooth, so that is a pretty good kind of like little comparison. It definitely does work on the new track, definitely spins a little bit. Thank you guys for joining me for this wonderful episode of Anthony's Brick Builds. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Turn notifications button on if you haven't already. And let me know down in the comment section below what you think of this really cool 1982 LEGO Freight Train. I'll see you guys in the next LEGO Vintage set review. See you guys then. Bye-bye.